चलिए शुरू कर, लेट्स बिगिन। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुत्पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं साजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः। So we are on chapter 18, almost to the end of the chapter 18. Today will be the last class and then we are done with our Gita. Yesterday we ended up at the Brahma Bhuta stage. Bhagwan is now summarizing. Final thing in spirituality is the goal of spirituality, why you are practicing, is to reach to this stage. Any other miracles happening in your life are lower stages, not yet arrived. Okay. So if you want to know whether you are really self-realized, you can do it by yourself. You don't need any teacher to tell you, oh, you don't have to go to anybody and ask. You just see your qualities in you and see if you are coming, if all this is coming into you. So 51 to 53, Bhagwan mentioned all those qualities, but the biggest one he summarized in one line, 54 shloka. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labate param. One who is transcendently situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. Mark the words, fully joyful. Whether I have realized Supreme Brahman or not, I don't say. But whether I am fully joyful or not, that you must question yourself. Life may be going all topsy-turvy around you. Situations are also bad. Everybody is going against you. Yet, inside your heart, how do you feel? Can you sleep peacefully in the night? If you are a great siddha, sometimes people they come and they, oh, I saw this, I saw that. I don't get affected by what they saw. I just want to see how they are. And especially in the time of trials. Are they fearing things? Fearing of, fear of loss? Oh, I will lose this, I will lose that. To the point, what will people say? Sometimes I've seen people are dragging their spirituality so that they have to have a good image inside the society. And they are very worried about their image. Bhagwan has very clearly said, come out of all this. As long as you are expecting honor, then you have still not arrived. No matter how many times you must have seen Krishna or Devi or anybody. Tulya ninda stutirmoni. How do you behave in this situation? Man, apaman, somebody praises you, somebody criticizes you like crazy. Are you still able to sleep peacefully in the night? That is the benchmark. Develop these qualities. Bhagwan is asking you to change your nature. That is your spiritual success, nothing else. And I'm telling you, if your nature is changed, you'll become peaceful. Your mind will be like clean, like that Mansarovar, as they say. That lake, in the mountains where there is no disturbance, the water is so crystal clear, you can see everything. You can even see the rocks below. When the mind has become like that, so clear, pristine, sublime, then you see Bhagwan. How will you reach to that stage? Every day, you have to practice what Bhagwan has told you in Gita. Without this, success is not possible in spirituality. We just read Tripura Rasya. There also Bhagwan Dattatreya said the same thing. Same thing. Peaceful mind. Without peaceful mind, it is not possible. So here, what is a peaceful mind? He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed towards every living entity, and in that stage, he attains pure devotional service unto me. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanaschasmi tatvatah tato mam tatvato gyatva vishate tadanantaram. And how do you know Bhagwan? Only by devotional service. Bhakti. 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 And how does our bhakti start? Bhakti starts from hearing, satsang. That's how it starts. Without satsang, not possible. So satsang, and along with that, your bhajan. Bhajan has two parts in it. One is your upasana, that you chant and everything. And the other one is seva. And out of both these two, if you have to give, the higher one is seva, working, service for others. So Bhagwan first says, Bhaktya mamam abhijanati. By devotional service, somebody can know me. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. And how you have to live in the world? Sarvakarmani api sada kurvano madvap ashayah mad prasadad vavapnoti shashvatam padamavyayam. Thus engaged in all kind of activities, my pure devotee under my protection reaches the eternal imperishable abode by my grace. I like this sentence. Made me feel so nice. We are living in the world. We have to work. We will work and will surrender to God. If we have time, we will meditate and we'll surrender to God. That's all. Meditation does not just mean just chanting of malas. Meditation also means hearing about God, hearing God's word. I will do that. Surrender to God. Done. This is the secret to happiness. Live your life daily just like this and always be happy. In all activities, depend upon me and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. Machita sarvadurgani mat prasadat tarishyasi atha chetvam ahankaran na soshyasi vinakshasi. Bhagwan now has said, if you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. If you do not act according to my direction and do not fight, then you will be falsely directed. By your nature, you will have to be engaged in warfare. He is now advising Arjuna. And then he said, if you don't understand what I am talking to you physically, then at least listen to your heart, because God lives in everybody's heart. And then he, in 63rd shloka, he said, I have explained to you everything, O Arjuna. Now, vimisrayatad, just deliberate on this. Think on whatever I have spoken. Yathechesi tatha kuru. I love Bhagwan's attitude. He has given so much freedom. He says, now I have given you everything. Now do as you wish to do. And that is how it has to be always. We don't force our thought on others. We give them knowledge. Gurus have to be like that. Teachers, parents. I believe in parents also have to be like that. We, as parents, we have so much knowledge of life. But those were our experiences. Many times I see parents, they try to enforce their experiences on their kids. They don't allow their kids to grow. I meet 20-year-old, I meet 25-year-old, and I still see they are so much, always worried about what will their parents do, what will their parents think, what will the parents. They're always only thinking of being answerable to the parents. And I'm like, what are you thinking? No, but my father told me to do this. My mother told me to do this. What are you thinking? Who are you? Think on yourself. You're a 20-year-old, you're a 22-year-old. The whole of, Indian government has given you the permission to vote. You're just 18-year-old and you can vote. And your vote can change government. The Indian government trusts the youth. But your parents are not trusting you that you can make good decisions for yourself. So it's a problem with the parents. They have some knowledge and they will just want to be so, they just keep telling their kid, do this, do this, do this, as if only they are right. The kid is going to be always wrong. No. You give the knowledge and give them the freedom. Let them fall, no problem. By every fall, they will learn. It's an experience. Everything in life is just an experience, and every experience is going to teach them and make them a better person. That's how it is. You cannot control anybody's life. You cannot control anybody's mind. You only give them knowledge, counseling, and after that, leave them alone. Whatever they decide. After that, you should not again, try to say, oh, see, I told you, you should have done like this. See, you made a wrong decision. So what? By the wrong decision, they learned. Not everything is right in life. So Bhagwan's attitude is just like that. He has given entire knowledge from all sides. 1 hour counseling. He has just given it in such a beautiful way. And then in the end he says, oh Arjun, Do as you wish. He has given the freedom now to make a choice. Whatever choice you want to make. And then he again, comes with in his friendly tone. Because you are my very dear friend, I am speaking to you my supreme instruction and the most confidential knowledge of all. Hear this from me. It is for your benefit. And then he gave the highest knowledge. What is that knowledge? He's again summing it up. Manmana bhava mad bhakto mad yaji mam namaskuru māmēkaṃ satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Bhagwan says, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer homage to me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. When I came to this, I contemplated on this. I was like, why is Bhagwan saying this? After telling him, do as you want to do. And then he says, I'm going to give you one more instruction. Always think of me. Become my devotee. Worship me. Offer your homage unto me. Now he's not telling, become my devotee and do the war. Now he's not saying that. He's saying, you do as you want to do. And then he says, still you are my friend. Now, so then I was like, okay, Bhagwan, probably if Arjuna would have decided here, Bhagwan, I don't think so, I'm still comfortable, I don't want to do the war. If Arjuna would have said, done, I'm going, I think I'll just become a Sankhya yogi. This war is not meant for me. Let everybody else fight. We have Bhim, we have Yudhishthir, and you are there, you can just advise for them. I'm leaving. So what? Bhagwan would have gotten angry at Arjuna? No. Because the next statement is saying, oh Arjun, you are my dear friend. And again, I'm telling you, oh Arjun, don't worry. Think of me, become my devotee. Worship me and offer homage unto me. Simple. And you will still come to me without any fear. I promise you this. Why? Priyosi me. You are my dear friend. And then I try to apply on myself. And I'm like, Bhagwan, you are there to talk to Arjun. And yet Arjun is going through so much of confusion in his life. We also go through so many confusions in life. Sometimes you are not there in front of us. Sometimes you are guiding from inner voice. You have told me to listen to the inner voice, but sometimes the confusion occurs. Is the inner voice speaking or is my ego speaking? It happens. Till you polish yourself so much that you understand the difference. But Bhagwan, this statement of yours gives me confidence. Even if sometime I may take a wrong decision. It is possible. But yet, Bhagwan, my bhakti towards you, that will never reduce. I know. I always love you. And I know you are also giving me the same promise that you are my dear friend. So always if you are thinking of me, even if you might have made mistake in your life, even sometime maybe you followed your ego, the voice of your ego, probably sometimes we have not stood up to the standards you have set, Bhagwan. But now this statement gives me such confidence that Bhagwan, you are telling, I am your dear friend. And if I'm thinking about you, and if I'm worshipping you, and if I offer my homage to you, you will be happy. Bhagwan, this I think is very practical to me. The other I may get confused, but this is very practical to me. Bhagwan, this I will do throughout my life. So when Bhagwan gives us a promise, he is shaking hands with us for friendship. We also shake our hands with him, telling, yes, Bhagwan, we'll do this. Easy. But what about Bhagwan, even after doing all this? If we did some mistake, still if there is some sin, what is going to happen, God? Will you still accept me? Even after learning the Gita so many times, still there are chances of us falling down. But you are my best friend. And friends help each other. We are partners in everything. You are the witness of everything that I've done. that I think if I fall down, even after hearing the Gita, if I don't stand up to your standards, Bhagwan, even after telling you, Bhagwan, I'll be your Bhakt, I still forget, then what? Bhagwan still gives us hope. He does not say anything. He's like, as long as you're trying to be mine, I'm happy. Sarvadharmānparityajya māmēkaṃ śaraṇaṃ vraja. Ahaṃ sarvapāpēbhyō mōkṣayiṣyāmi śuchaḥ. He says, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. These 3-4 shlokas, they're his promises. So powerful. Bhagwan, in his own words, from his own mouth, is promising us. What else are you looking for? I always feel that. People read so many books. I'm like, what are you looking in the books? Just open the Gita and you see Bhagwan is talking. That Bhagwan whom you're searching in so many books, so many places you went, he's talking in Gita and he's talking heart to heart. You feel his love, his promises, his consolations, his support, his encouragement, his inspiration. Him making us powerful at every step of the way. Never making us feel we are weaker. Never. We ourselves make us feel, we can't do this. But he is always supporting, always supporting. He's like, don't worry, come to me, I'll take you, don't worry. Think of me, that's all. Bhagwan, I'm not able to think of you. Bhagwan is saying this very statement that you say, I'm not able to think of you, you are thinking of me. That's also enough. That's how powerful Bhagwan is. That's how Bhagwan has to be, right? Power means this is the power of love. That's how Bhagwan has to be. We are always feeling helpless, but Bhagwan is not helpless. We are tied in his 3 modes, but Bhagwan is not tied. And he can free us. That's the power of his words, power of Gita. In Hari Bhakti Vilas, yesterday where we ended, there are 6 types of Sharnagati. Anukulasya sankalpaha pratikulasya varjanam. First is anukula sankalpaha. Whatever helps you develop this devotion towards Bhagwan, you must undertake all those resolutions. Like reading of Gita. It helps us connect with Bhagwan. Let's read every day. Like chanting of Bhagwan's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe. When we chant the names, we immediately think of Krishna, we think of Radha. Chant these names. Because Bhagwan has asked us, right? Man mana bhav mat bhakto, always think of me. How do I think of him? When I read the Gita, I'm thinking of him. When I chant his name, I think of him. When I make prasadam for him, offer to him, eat with him, I think of him. When I'm walking, he's always with me. I'm thinking of him. In eating, in drinking, in sleeping, in walking, in waking, every step of the way. It is very easy to think of Bhagwan as your friend. Always. Everything that you do, he is your best friend. Even if you go and watch a movie, take him along with you. He's in your heart. Bhagwan, picture dekhenge. We'll see big movie together. He is yours. So Bhagwan, so all the sankalpaha, anukulasya sankalpaha means all those things that will help you go towards God, you must do. Pratikulasya varjanam means all those things that were keeping you away from God, you must leave them. All those old company, old friends who are taking you away from God, or those who fill your mind with negative thoughts about spirituality. There are people you will meet, they'll say, why are you into spirituality at this age? This is all meant for old people. Who is old? Every day you are also becoming old. If you have done it at the right time, at old age, it will become very easy for you. It's like, people at young age, they start saving money. For what? For old age, right? You're saving money. You're that smart. You save money for your old age retirement and everything. But what about the punya? What about the merit? What about your soul? When will you do that? Do that at old age? No, you have to do it together. So here, leave all those things which are not helping you grow spiritually. So that is pratikulasya varjanam. Then rakshasiti vishwaso. Sometimes there is a fear. Oh, I'm walking on the path of spirituality. I'm leaving behind so many people, so many old associations. What will happen then? I'm telling you, this statement, rakshasiti vishwaso, that God is going to protect me under all circumstances. I have nothing to fear. I practice this in my life, so I'm telling you. I was all the time into my sadhana, taking care of my family and doing my sadhana. And then I realized when I talk a little bit to the worldly people, including my relatives, my very close ones, blood relatives also, that whatever one call I make, so here I am 6 hours chanting, and then one call I make to my, just as a sake of formality, because I have to do that, because people will be like, oh, why? Because in the beginning you are scared, you don't have the courage to say no to everybody. You're growing, but you don't have the courage. So you're always like, what will the family think if I don't call them? What will the people think? We have to keep these formal relationships. Somewhat we have to keep. So I would make a call, and then I realize one call, and then I'm on that 45 minutes of call, I'm only hearing gossips. It's not about the 45 minutes of call. I keep the phone down. And then, so my family will come, my husband will come home, and then I'm talking only that gossip to my husband also, passing on. Oh, this, I did a phone call. This is what happened. They spoke about that person, this person, that person. And then I fill his mind also with gossip. Then after he's gone, I take my mala and start chanting. One mala I will do, and then the gossip goes on in the head. So that whole day is wasted in that. So what do I do? Pratikulasya varjanam. I don't need this anymore in my life. What will happen? They might get angry, they might get upset. They'll say, oh, you have become so rude, you have become so egoistic. Fine, I don't care. My state of mind is very important to me. So what if they don't come? So, people started telling me, oh, if you become so aloof, we need people to help us. I'm like, rakshasiti vishwaso. The only one who will help you is Bhagwan. Let me practice this. I steadfastly practice this. I know from my experience. When I came back to the world means now I'm okay. I'm okay to meet people. But when it was my sadhana time, I was not okay to meet people. Even now also I'm very careful. Whom I want, whom I don't want, I'm very careful. Rakshasiti vishwaso. Bhagwan will take care of me. Under all circumstances, people will come to help in different forms. And in all forms, Bhagwan will take care. We don't have to worry. The world makes you worried, but Bhagwan makes you fearless. So this anukulasya sankalpaha pratikulasya varjanam rakshasiti vishwaso goptritve varnam tatha. He is my master. He will take care of me. He will provide me everything that I need. He has said, those who sincerely worship me, I provide them everything that they lack, and I protect everything that they have. Gita statements are mantras for me. I know. Goptrati, Bhagwan is my everything. Goptritve varnam tatha. He is my master. Atma nikshepa karpanye. I surrender, I give my Atma to him, my body, my mind, my soul. I surrender to him. I have nothing else left with me. Karpanye means the feeling, mere to gir, there's a Mirabai, she sings, mere to girdhar gopal, dusaro na koi. In your mind, you believe that God alone is my everything. I don't, anybody else, I'm not dependent on. Yes, in this world, people will be coming to help, people will be coming to support, but through all that support, it is only God alone. I'm very thankful to people who support. I'm very thankful to people who leave also. Why? Because I see God. God sent this support for this much time, then God took away the support. Then God will come in some other time, some other way to support, then God will take away that support. No problem. In every situation, God alone is working. Atma nikshepa karpanya. Mere to girdhar gopal, dusro no koi. This is what statement means. I only have God. So this is the sixth type of Sharnagati. Sharnagati means total surrender. So this was through shlokas. Sharnagati is like a small baby crying for mother's attention. When you see a small baby, the baby cries, Mama, and she wants the mother's attention, and mother is busy doing something. What does the mother do? She won't come running first. She'll just throw some toy. So the baby takes the toy and then starts playing, and then baby has forgotten. And the baby, again, after some time, he remembers, Mama, 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 Ma, Ma, Ma. Mother leaves her work, comes again, starts the TV. You can see the TV for some time, watch this cartoon. Mother goes again. So the kid is now lost in the cartoon. After some time, the kid remembers, oh, I was supposed to call the Ma. Then again he starts crying, Ma, 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 Ma. Ma is like, okay, I'll give you some phone. See, listen, take this phone, play this game. Ma has given the phone and this kid is playing. He has forgotten Ma again. After some time, he remembers, oh, I was supposed to call my Ma. Keeps the phone aside. Ma, 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 Ma. My Ma, where's my Ma? Where's my Ma? Okay, Ma will come again. What, are you hungry? You want to eat something? Yeah, I want to eat something. Ma gives food. He eats, forgets, sleeps, forgets, gets up again. Where is my Ma? Ma, 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 Ma. Ma again gives toys. He again forgets. But one time it just happens, he's done with the toys. Have you seen a 1-year-old baby? They are like that. Hey, they are done with toys, they are done with TV, they are done with their game, they are done with food, they are done with everything. They keep crying, Ma, 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 Ma. When the mother gives the toy, nahi chahiye, I don't want it. Mother gives the phone, throw it off. TV, remote, throw it off. I just want you. And the mother has to leave everything. And mother has to just sit on the sofa. And then the baby goes into the mother's lap. And then he just wants mother's milk. Or if not mother's milk, he'll get into mother's sari and then just cover himself and then just lie down there playing with mother. Now, till now, the baby was crying, Ma, Ma. Every time mother threw something, he forgot. But now in the end, when he started crying, I don't want any of these things. You have to come. Now the mother takes the baby in the hand and, oh my baby, oh my baby, oh my baby. Till now the son was saying, my mom, my mom, my mom. Now mother is saying, oh my baby, oh my sweet baby, oh my sweet. I'm sorry I hurt you so much. Oh my baby, oh you should not cry, oh my baby. So this last part that happened, that is surrender. When you rejected everything else. The first part that was happening, that was your sadhana, Vedi bhakti. You are doing bhakti. And with every bhakti, mother was throwing something to you and you were forgetting her. But in the end, when you say, I'm done with all this, I don't want nothing less than you. Then mother comes and says, my baby, my Shona, my Golu, oh my babu. That is surrender. Got it? So first part was bhakti. Last part is surrender. This is what we have to achieve. Nishkam bhakti is surrender. Idam te, and then Bhagwan goes on saying, Idam te na tapasakya pasakaya na bhaktaya kadachana Na cha shruve vachyam na cha mam abhisuyati. This confidential knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere, not devoted, or engaged in devotional service, not to the one who is envious of me. Bhagwan says, don't give it to everybody. Which kind of people? Who do not believe in Bhagwan. Who want to just unnecessarily argue, to put you down. You don't have to give it to them. But for one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me. And the 69th statement is again one of my favorite statements, most favorite statements. Na cha tasman manusyeshu kaschin me priya krittamaha bhavita na cha me tasmad anya priyataro bhuvi. Now Bhagwan has again used these two favorite words, which I tell you, whenever I hear something starts happening to me, priya. Priya means my most favorite. Priyatara, most favorite. So Bhagwan says, I am going to tell you about my most favorite devotee. Who is this most favorite devotee? Bhagwan says, there is no servant in the world dear to me. Bhagwan, please go on saying that, dear to me, dear to me, dear to me. I love that word. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be. Who? The one who gives this knowledge to other devotees. And then Bhagwan says, and I declare that he who studies this conversation, sacred conversation of ours, worships me by his intelligence. So Bhagwan started saying, do not give it to those who don't believe. And then Bhagwan says, but those who are giving this knowledge to others. So I always encourage all of you who's listening, learn Gita thoroughly. You want to become Bhagwan's favorite? Learn Gita thoroughly and teach to others. Doesn't matter whether you have a big group, small group, doesn't really matter. There are so many ways to talk about Gita. Every day morning, you have family groups in WhatsApp, take up one shloka from Gita, whichever you like. Only Gita shlokas. Share it with your family. Make family groups. Those, you must be having people who like you and, who want to learn from. Together sit together and read. I have some of my past friends started this. They started with their family, 2 people, 3 people. Then the group started increasing, 15 people, 16 people. They call me and they say me. They still see my old videos. They make notes. And then they, whatever they have learned, they teach to their family members. I feel very happy. The hard work that I'm doing, when you see the results is, this knowledge is going to so many people. And when Bhagwan says, such a devotee is so dear to me, who is giving this knowledge to others, I feel so happy when the devotees are giving it to others. They've all become Bhagwan's favorite. They're all doing it so genuinely. So Bhagwan, when he says, there is no servant in this world more dear to me, nor will there be ever more dear to the one who is giving this knowledge to everybody. So start this practice. People put statuses of their family pictures, went to this restaurant to eat. They do publicity of all the restaurants and the brands that they wear. They endorse all these things. Let's endorse brand name Krishna, brand name Bhagavad Gita. Let's endorse that. Take out all these teachings which inspires you. Write down one, put it in your status. Let people read. Who will get benefit? You don't know. You just do it as seva. That's all. So this is one way to teach. And what will happen? You have also learned, and that whole thing will settle in your mind again. When whomever you meet, teach to them. At your home, sit in front of Bhagwan, and if you don't get anybody, sit in front of Bhagwan and Guru's picture. I do this still. How do I learn Srimad Bhagavat? That book is so intense, Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran. When I take a break, I'll be taking a break now after all this done. Me, and Bhagwan Shri Krishna and my gurus. That's all. I recite the whole thing to them. Whatever inspiration comes, I recite to them. And whatever I have learned from them, I write it down. That's how I learn. My only audience is them. Even when I'm teaching in Zoom classes also, my audience is them. So I'm always that forever student. I'm always forever student in my head. Always. And I like to be like that. Always reciting things to my gurus. That way I know that if there is some mistake, they'll forgive me. So become that forever student first in your mind. And then learn it and do it as a seva to your gurus. And if you do that, the guru of all the gurus, Krishna Mande Jagat Guru, he says, such a devotee, such a servant in this world is most dear to me. There will not be anyone more dear than him. Priyataro. And I declare that he who studies this sacred conversation of ours worships me by intelligence. So all of you who are hearing this, studying this, Bhagwan will give you that buddhi yoga that he started this chapter with. He will give you that buddhi yoga so that you can understand everything. And then to the listeners, Bhagwan says he's giving his ashirvad, his blessings to the listeners, to the reader, to everybody. He's saying, Shraddhavan anusuyascha shunyadapi yo naraha so api mukta shubhan lokan prapriyut punya karmana. In Shloka number 71, he says, one who listens with faith, all of you, and without envy, becomes free from sinful reactions and thus attains to the auspicious planets where the pious dwell. Kachide tat shrutam partha tvayekagreణ chetasa kachidajnana sammoha pranashte dhananjaya. O son of Pritha, O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusions now dispelled? To all of us, he's asking. O son of Pritha, the word is Partha. Partha means we are all Prithvi Putra. We are all made out of Prithvi Tattva. Prithvi means earth, dust. So he's saying, O son of Pritha, or O conqueror of wealth, O Dhananjay, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusion now dispelled? Now Arjuna replies, Nashtamoha smritir labdva tat prasadan mayachyuta sthite asmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Arjuna says, Oh my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is all gone now. I have regained my memory. By your mercy, I am now firm and free from all doubts. And I am prepared to act according to your instruction. So, Karishye tava vachanam. Bhagwan asked him, do as you wish to do. Arjuna says, I will now do as you tell me to do. So this line is very important. Karishye tava vachanam. I will do as per your instructions. Nashtamoha smritir labdva. All my moh is gone. Moh means illusion. This whole Gita started with the illusion that he's going to kill his own family members. Bhagwan has taken away that illusion completely. Which family member are you talking? Maybe the other illusion was he will kill human beings. So many soldiers will be killed. That will be sinful. He's like, the body is getting killed. The sinful body is getting killed. The soul is never going to kill. For whom should you be lamenting? The body or the soul? The body is anyway going to die one day. Again, that body which was, the knowledge, start applying that knowledge. The body that died, what was it made up of first place? It was made out of dust. Prithvi, Jal, Vayu, all the 5 elements. So the body died, but where did the 5 elements go? It was made of those 5 elements. The 5 elements are in the 5 elements. Then what remains? The soul. The soul is not going to die. So what should you lament for? So what is the fight for? The fight is for the ego. The fight is for the ego that led everybody on the wrong path. The fight is to kill that ego that led you towards irreligion. The fight is to kill that ego that took you away from God, from righteousness. Fight is for righteousness. Nobody's going to get killed. But righteousness has to be established. So fight is for that. So now the Moh is completely gone and Arjuna now completely surrenders. He started in 2nd chapter. He was so confused, so bewildered. He's like, please, I surrender myself unto you. Please be my guru. Please tell me what I must do. I am so confused, Bhagwan. I do not know. Show me a way. I accept you as my guru. And please help me what I must do. I'm really lost in my composure. Now, this whole thing, Sanjay is also seeing. Remember the whole story? Sanjay is sitting in Hastinapur. The war is happening in Kurukshetra. So the distance itself is so long. But Sanjay is seeing everything. Sanjay was very lucky. He saw Bhagwan's Virat Rup also. And Sanjay is now seeing how Arjuna has surrendered completely. How much Bhagwan gave him all the counseling. Now Sanjay is feeling very happy. Now Sanjay Uvacha. Sanjay is saying, Sanjay Uvacha, iti ahaṃ vasudevasya parthasya cha mahatmanaha samvadam imam ashrausham adbhutam romaharshanam. Sanjay said, I have heard the conversation of the 2 great souls, Krishna and Arjuna, and so wonderful is that message that my hair is standing on end. He's telling that to the king, that I heard this message. I feel so fortunate. I'm getting goosebumps. And then he remembers his guru. Vyasa prasadana shutvan etad guyam ahaṃ param yogam yogeshwarai krishnat sakshat katayata swayam. He says, by the mercy of Vyas, I have heard this most confidential talks directly from the master of all mysticism, Yogeshwar Krishna, who was speaking personally to Arjuna. Not only Sanjay, okay? Even we are all very, 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 very blessed to have heard this knowledge directly from Bhagwan. You are looking for yoga. Yogeshwar Krishna is speaking directly to us. And how did we get this great fortune? By the mercy of Bhagwan Vyasadeva. Sanjay is feeling, he's saying, Gurudev's kripa. Rajan samsmitya samvadam imam adbhutam keshavajuno punyam rishyami cha muhur muhur. He says, O king, as I repeatedly recall this wondrous and holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure, being thrilled at every moment. I am so happy. Of course, who won't be? We get happiness in every shloka. So think of him. He's seen it. Oh my God, he's present in the scene. Guru Kripai Kevalam. Tacha samsmitya rupam ati adbhutam hare vismayo cha mahan rajan rishyami cha puna puna. O king, as I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am struck with wonder more and more, and I rejoice again and again. He is expressing his happiness. And now comes the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita, essence of all, shloka number 78. It's very, very important shloka. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partha Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruvani Tir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. Very important, this shloka, last shloka. Many times, for me, it is very important. I see it from my own angle. Many times when you are on the path of spirituality, I came from a tantric background. So there, we have always worshipped Devi, and always they said, you worship Devi, you get bhoga and you get moksha. So that concept looked very nice. Worshipping Devi, you get bhoga and you get moksha. And there were people who tell in India, oh, if you worship Krishna, he will take away everything from you and then he will give himself to you. If I am very materialistic minded, who wants Krishna then? That concept was not good. That he takes away everything from you and only gives himself to you. So that is why people would discourage. Literally, people would discourage. Now, when I go back and I think people were discouraging me to worship Krishna because of this reason. How ignorant were they? I was ignorant, I believe, because I was young. I was, whatever, the elders teach you, you learn as kids. The elders would teach you to worship Lakshmi ji, Saraswati ji, Ganesh ji. Why? Saraswati will give you buddhi. Why do you need buddhi? Oh, so that you can top your exams. Why do I need to top my exams? Because you will get into good college, good field. You have to become engineer, doctor. Why should I become an engineer? Oh, so that you can go to foreign countries. Why should I go to foreign countries? So you will earn in dollars. Why should I earn in dollars? You'll be rich. You'll get a good house, good car. So everything you see, there was a chain. Oh, that is why you must worship Saraswati. And you must also worship Lakshmi. What is the point of just worshipping Saraswati? So many Brahmanas are poor. So no, you must also worship Lakshmi. Why? Lakshmi will give you richness. Okay, so we worship Lakshmi. Diwali, puja. So sincerely, Dhantradashi, go and buy some gold, go and buy this, that, what not nonsense ritual people make. We have done it. Worship Lakshmi. Lakshmi, only 3 days of that Lakshmi. Or some Margshish puja, you have to bring some kalash, make some face. You have to worship Lakshmi. Why? Lakshmi is zaruri, no? It's important. You have to worship Annapurna so that there is a constant supply of grains. There is a concept of Ashtalakshmi. You have to worship the 8 Lakshmi. What are the 8 Lakshmis? You should have enough grains. First Lakshmi is your grains. You should have enough grains at your home. You should have Vahan, car, good cars. You should have good house. You should have enough money in the bank. You should have good health. You should have people coming. You should have good santan, progeny. You may have everything, but if you don't have a good progeny, then what? You should have good spouse. All this combined together. You should have all of this. Then you should be, having enough money to travel. Then you are a successful person. So worship Lakshmi, worship Lakshmi, worship Lakshmi. Okay. But Saraswati and Lakshmi cannot be worshipped alone. You have to worship with Ganesha also. Why? Because if too much Lakshmi comes, you might become like Ravana also. Ravana was also worshipping Lakshmi, but he was worshipping Nairiti Lakshmi. That's why his mind got confused and that's why he was killed by Rama. So you must also worship Ganesha so that your mind is also, stable and there will not be any problems in your life. Oh my God, okay. So worship Ganesha, worship Lakshmi, worship Saraswati, then others. Then it was not enough. Then there were other Devis. Pratyangira. Somebody came. Pratyangira. Worship Pratyangira. Why should we worship Pratyangira? Oh, this will take away all the shatrus, all the enemies from your life. I still don't know what were the enemies. But when people say, oh, you have enemies in your life, oh yeah, we have to worship her also. Everything that we did every worship, that was with some result. I've just taken a few examples. When reading Gita, after reading Gita, Bhagwan started giving clear picture what was happening in the past. What was the need? Why did we worship? And if we stop worshipping them, what will happen? Do I have to fear? I don't fear anybody. Oh, you have to worship the Navgrahs. Shani, if he's angry on you. Mangal, the Mars, if he's angry on you. The Rahu, the Ketu. Now nobody can talk to me like that. From where has that Rahu, Ketu, Mangal become like this on me? How? My own karmas, I understood it. Don't pass on the problem to others, or because of them I am suffering. When you start taking the onus, Gita makes you very clear, you suffer because of your own karma. Simple. Accept the responsibility. I might have done something wrong, and that's why I created all this thing in my life, which is bad and which is reflected as Shani in my horoscope. Fine, got it. Let me do the good thing. And what is the best thing to do? Man mana bhavan bhakto madhyaji mam namasko. Sarvadharmānparityajya māmēkaṃ śaraṇaṃ vraja. Don't worry if you have not worshipped any Navgraha. Come to me, I'll take care of it. Who is giving the power to Navgraha? I am giving it. The confidence after reading Gita, the fear that went away. Talking about Lakshmi. What Lakshmi are you talking? She's always with me. What do you want? It's with me. Bhagwan, where is it? Where is it written? But people said, if we worship you, we will only get you. We will not get the other things. People said like that. Ignorant people said like that. My bachche. What is Vyasji saying? In the Gita, Vyasji is saying, the 78th shloka, the last shloka, the final conclusion. Wherever there is Krishna, what Krishna? Yogeshwara Krishna, who is the master of all yogas. Yogeshwar Krishna. And wherever there is Arjun, what kind of Arjun? The great archer. Archer means somebody who is working expertly. So work means karma yogi, the one who is doing his karma properly. What kind of karma has Bhagwan taught in Gita? Surrender unto me. Think of me all the time. Surrender your mind, your intelligence unto me and go and fight. So wherever there is Yogeshwar Krishna, wherever there is somebody who is doing his karma sincerely, with his mind, intelligence attached to God and his karma surrendered to God, if somebody is like this, what they gain? Because people want to think in the terms of gain. What will happen if I worship Krishna? Now I'm telling you what you get, those material gains that you are thinking. Written very clearly, Tatra Shri. Shri means that Lakshmi ji that you are worshipping. Shri means the prosperity, the wealth that you are thinking. Who is this Lakshmi ji? Ma Tripura. You have learned Tripura Rasya from me. That Shri. She is Radharani, that Antaranga Shakti, that Ladini Shakti. The joy. That Shri. That Shri lives in that person's house. Shri means opulence. In your simple words, opulence. You're looking for opulence, right? It is there. What else? You are worshipping Pratangira and other devis so that your enemies will be subdued. Well, the next word is Shri Vijaya. Vijay is there. Victory is always there. Bhuti. Bhuti means exceptional power. Whomever you worried, you wanted Shakti, right? Power means Shakti. You wanted Shakti. It is following. It is there written. Shri, Vijay, Bhutir. Bhutir means exceptional power. Dhruva. Dhruva means permanently. For Lakshmi, for wealth, they say wealth is impermanent. They'll say Lakshmi is Chanchala. She comes, she goes. But here, for the devotees of Krishna and those who are doing their karma sincerely, wealth is going to be there permanently. They don't have to worry. They will be victorious. They don't have to be worrying. They will have exceptional power. They don't have to worry. And along with that, there will be niti. Niti means morality. We were worshipping, right? Saraswati ji and Ganesh ji, so that we don't fall down. Why? So that the moral character does not come down. We don't want to become a Ravana or Bandasur. You want to be moral. You have to have that moral character. So Bhagavan says, morality is also there. So 4 things are always going to be there. Wherever you are, wherever there is Krishna, and wherever there is a devotee of Krishna who is working hard and sincerely, these 4 things will be there. Shri, meaning opulence. Vijay, meaning victory. Bhuti, exceptional power. And Niti, morality, moral character. All these 4 things will be there. And how much? For how much time? Permanent. So now you don't have to worry. Those who are saying, oh, if you will worship Krishna, he will take away everything. No. He gives everything. He gives everything. Didn't he make Sudama rich? Didn't he give little poor Dhruv the entire kingdom? He gave, no? Didn't he ensure that so much wrongdoings were happening with the Pandava family? So much injustice. Didn't he ensure that my devotees will get what they have to get in right way? This is Krishna's love. Do not bring him down like this. Oh, people don't love because they want some bhoga. And he is Mukunda, let me tell you. If his sister can give you bhog and moksha, his brother also can give you bhog and moksha. I told you all the bhogas he can give. And his name is Mukunda. Mukunda means the one who gives you liberation. You worshipping, you go to Vaikuntha. Moksha. So whatever you're looking, if the sister can give, those who came to me worshipping the sister and thinking, here, what will you get? I'm telling you, you will get both. Bhoga and moksha. It is written very clearly here in the last shloka. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also be certainly opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. This is my opinion. And with this, I will just read the purport and we'll end it up, okay? The Bhagavad Gita began with the inquiry of Dhritarashtra. He was hopeful of the victory of his sons, assisted by great warriors like Bhishma, Drona, and Krsna. He was hopeful that the victory would be on his side, but after describing the scene on the battlefield, Sanjay had told the king, you are thinking of victory, but my opinion is that where Krishna and Arjuna are present, there will be all good fortune. He directly confirmed that Dhritarashtra could not expect victory for his side. Victory was certain for the side of Arjuna because Krishna was there. Krishna's acceptance of the post of charioteer for Arjuna was an exhibition of another opulence. Krishna is full of opulence, and renunciation is one of them. There are many instances of such renunciation, for Krishna is the master of renunciation. The fight was actually between Duryodhana and Yudhishthir. Arjuna was fighting on behalf of his elder brother Yudhishthir because Krishna and Arjuna were on the side of Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir's victory was certain. The battle was to decide who would rule the world, and Sanjay predicted that the power will be transferred to Yudhishthir. It is also predicted here that Yudhishthir, after gaining victory in the battle, would flourish more and more. Not only because he was righteous and pious, but he was a strict moralist. He never spoke a lie during his life. There are many less intelligent people who take Bhagavad Gita to be a discussion of topics between two friends on a battlefield. But such a book cannot be scripture. Some may protest that Krishna incited Arjuna to fight, which is immoral. But the reality of the situation is clearly stated. Bhagavad Gita is the supreme instruction in morality. The supreme instruction of morality is stated in the 9th chapter, in the 34th verse, Man mana bhava mad bhaktaha. One must become a devotee of Krishna, and the essence of all religion is to surrender to Krishna. Sarvadharmānparityajya, māmēkaṃ śaraṇaṃ vraja. The instruction of Bhagavad Gita constitute the supreme process of religion and morality. All other processes may be purifying and may lead to this process, but the last instruction of the Gita is the last word in morality and religion, surrender unto Krishna. This is the verdict of 18th chapter. From the Bhagavad Gita, we can understand that to realize oneself by philosophical speculation and by meditation is one process. But to fully surrender unto Krishna is the highest perfection. This is the essence of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, the path of regulative principles according to the orders of social life and according to the different courses of religion may be a confidential path of knowledge. But although the rituals of religion are confidential, meditation and cultivation of knowledge are still more confidential. And surrender unto Krishna in devotional service in full Krishna consciousness is the most confidential instruction. That is the essence of the 18th chapter. Another feature of Bhagavad Gita is that the actual truth is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. The absolute truth is realized in 3 features, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. Perfect knowledge of the absolute truth means perfect knowledge of Krishna. If one understands Krishna, then all the departments of knowledge are part and parcel of that understanding. Krishna is transcendental, for he is always situated in his eternal potency. The living entities are manifested of his energy and are divided into 2 classes, eternally conditioned and eternally liberated. Such living entities are innumerable and they are considered to be fundamental parts of Krishna. Material energy is manifested into 24 divisions. The creation is affected by eternal time, and it is created and dissolved by external energy. This manifestation of the cosmic world repeatedly becomes visible and invisible. In Bhagavad Gita, 5 principal subject matters have been discussed: the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the material nature, the living entities, eternal time, and all kinds of activities. All is dependent on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. All conceptions of the absolute truth, impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and any other transcendental conception exist within the category of understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although superficially the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the living entity, material nature, and time appear to be different, nothing is different from the Supreme. But the Supreme is always different from everything. Lord Chaitanya's philosophy is that of the Dvait Advait together. So inconceivable oneness and difference. This system of philosophy constitutes perfect knowledge of the absolute truth. The living entity in his original position is pure spirit. He is just like an atomic particle of the Supreme Soul, Supreme Spirit. Thus, Lord Krishna may be compared to the sun and the living entities to the sunshine. Because the living entities are marginal energy of Krishna, they have a tendency to be in contact either with the material energy or with the spiritual energy. In other words, the living entity is situated between the 2 energies of the Lord, the material energy and the spiritual energy. And because he belongs to the superior energy. So we all belong to the superior energy, Lord Krishna. And that is why we have the particle of independence. By proper use of this independence, we can come under the direct order of Krishna, and thus we can attain the normal condition. We can attain his normal condition of in the pleasure-giving potency. And thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purports to the 18th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of its conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. So all of you who have attended from the first till the end, very, very lucky, very, very, Bhagwan has given so much ashirwad, so much blessings to all of you. So say thank you to Bhagwan, and we have come to the end of it. So tomorrow there will not be any Bhagavad Gita lecture. Monday, Tuesday, we will be doing Tripura Rahasya. And next Thursday, Friday, same time, we will be doing Tripura Rahasya, because next week probably Tripura Rahasya will also come to a conclusion. We will be finishing Tripura Rahasya next week. So Monday, Tuesday, same time, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, instead of Bhagavad Gita, there will be Tripura Rahasya. I will take your comments and then we will end it up. Jai Gurudev. Devotional service with Seva, Bhav and Bhakti with Nama Sankirtanam, with total samarpan to God, head with peace, love and tranquility, with extraordinary crystal clear character of mind and yoga with God and Himself. Yes. Omkar. Jai Guru Ma, I have some interconnected questions. Please give me light on this subject. Seems like out of syllabus question. Why is there conflict between different parts of spirituality? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas are in conflict. Vamachara Ghor is a conflict of because it's in conflict with Dakshinacharya, because they are Rajasic and Tamasic. And when you read Devi Puran has in Devi Puran, Devi has not praised Agora and Vamachara. So those who are following, question yourself, why did you, since you are asking that question, so you had interest in that subject. Why did that interest come? Maybe out of curiosity. But why did that curiosity come? Question. Something about that is very attractive. Maybe by following Agora, by following Vamachara, something easily you can achieve, or some miracle, something you have seen, and so you are getting attracted towards that. But you never question, you never go to your scriptures. What are the scriptures talking about? There are so many, I see so many Vamachara and Agora videos, nowadays people are doing it publicly also. This was prohibited. It was not to be done publicly at all. And you read Devi Puran, she says, very clearly she has said, I do not like this. I don't have the shloka number on the thing, but I have read it. Okay, so go and do your research in Devi Puran. Okay, so they will be in conflict, of course. Tamasic and Rajasic and Sattvic, they will be in conflict. Devi wants, when you go beyond these three modes, then you reach the transcendental state. Transcendental state, Bhagavan has said, Nistre Guna. Gunatita. Even beyond the Sattvic worship, you have to go. You have to become divine in all respects. So now it is not out of subject. You have, I don't know if you attended from the first. If you have heard my lectures from the first class, from introduction till end, then there will not be any conflict. You will know. Why are somebody doing Rajasic and Tamasic puja? Bhagavan has very clearly said, because you want your desires to be fulfilled. And when somebody says, and where are the desires coming? Because of the Rajasic and Tamasic, good. And when somebody says, do this method, do that method, then people do that without foreseeing what results it will bring. So Tamasic, Rajasic may fulfill, but you are bound, you are not liberated. To be liberated, you will have to get into the Sattva. There is no other way. Ramakrishna Paramahansa was a Sattvic, pure Sattvic. My Baba Bhutnathji, he was Kamakhya devotee. He saw Ma Kamakhya. And he was one of the greatest miraculous persons I have ever seen. He was doing Kamakhya worship in Lucknow. Sattvic, pure Sattvic. And he got the blessing from Ma Kamakhya. He asked, I don't want to give this bali and all. And he got. So Sattvic is the thing. Vamachara Gora is not, even Devi has prohibited it in Devi Puran. Okay. Sage Angirasa was a guru to both Brihaspati and Shukra. Son of Brihaspati had two gurus. Brihaspati and Shukra, he was in Dharma Sankat due to polarity of his guru. Was he destined to do Guru Droha due to the polarity? No. Again, I'm trying to say, Guru Droha, if Guru is stopping you to go, if Guru makes you go against God, let me tell you, then you can do Guru Droha also, no problem. Bali did that. He didn't listen to his Guru. Because when Vaman Bhagwan came, he said, Vaman is doing chal with you, cheating with you. He's like, it's okay, Gurudev, I don't want to listen to you now. The yajna for which I was doing, that yajna, God has come. Okay. So, I mean, the stories, when you open it up, you see all the things that they are having in their head. Even if a Gurudroha happens, what for the Gurudroha has happened, that question should come. When will the Gurudroha bother you? That question should come. I'm telling you, my father was a Guru. So I have seen so many disciples coming to him. Disciples came with their own selfish intentions. And 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, they're going with the Guru. The Guru is giving sincerely everything. For the Guru, he has to give sincerely. That is his duty, because the Guru is always aware that he's being watched. And when the disciples, whatever desires they had doesn't get fulfilled by the Guru, then they leave. And not only that they leave, then with their own little lens of judgment, they'll pass judgment, they'll talk nonsense. Bhagwan is seeing the sincerity of the Guru and the insincerity of the Guru also. If the Guru is insincere, the Guru is also not free. Okay. In the eyes of God, the Guru has to be very, very, very sincere. If there is an insincere Guru playing with the mind of people, and if somebody does Guru Droha, means left the Guru, no problem. He will not be in trouble at all. So Guru sincere, if the Guru is sincere and the student is insincere, people give the word Guru Dre, but I will not give the word Guru Dro. I will only give the word your karmas. Guru is sincere. Guru's karma. Student is insincere. Student's karma will bring results. Guru is insincere. Guru's karma will bring results. Student is sincere. His karma will bring results. So Baba Bhutnathji's life story, go and read. Go in the channel and listen. His Guru, Harnath, he was insincere. He gave the mantra, but he was insincere. But Baba Bhutnathji's faith was very sincere towards Ma and towards the mantra. And he did that mantra. And he got up and he saw māmēkaṃ. māmēkaṃ came. Guru was still wanted to, māmēkaṃ came and gave Baba Bhutnathji a ring and a necklace. And his popularity increased in Kamakhya Kshetra. Then the Guru came and he said, give me that thing. And he said, no, I don't. He said, he told Baba Bhutnathji, you are my disciple. I give you the mantra. Now you become a Siddha. So give me whatever māmēkaṃ gave it to you. What did Baba Bhutnathji say? He said, okay, take it. But it will be of no use to you. Gurudev, I got this thing from you. Why are you still holding on to that cheating propensity of yours? Leave it. This mantra you gave me, such a powerful mantra, because it has come in a tradition, sampradaya. Such a powerful mantra. I can become a Siddha, you are also there. But that one little thing, cheating propensity, leave it. And Guru left it. So, I don't see Guru Droha or anything here. I only see, as per the Gita explains, your karma. So the student is sincere. His sincerity in sadhana will bring the results. His faith will bring the results. And Guru, if both the Guru and the student are sincere, then that's the best combination. Guru is sincere, students are insincere, then what? Then that definitely the Guru Droha is going to be there. The other Shishas are going to say, because they are karma. So I've seen people cheating. My father, I've seen how they cheat. How students cheat, I know very well. So, so because of their cheating, somebody will say Guru Droha, but because of their cheating propensity, they are suffering. That's the thing. Got it? Cheating or anything else, putting Gurus down and, all this. If they will say showing off, sharing of knowledge of Gita is a great service to the devotees, and sharing of Bhagwan's glory is a great way to reach nearer to him by heart. Yes. The inner space is filled with presence of Jagat Guru as inspirational strength and the mind that takes energy of inspiration to attain extraordinary success and goal to conquer. Great character, extraordinary. Here Jagadguru is the universal teacher, Sri Krishna Bhagwan. Yes. Sampurna Sharnagati, Jayanti. Guru Ma, I am eternally grateful to you for giving this knowledge. Koti Koti Pranam Ma. Vishwas. Ajil writes, excellent lectures Ma. Humble salutations and pranams to you. Pranams to all of you. And thank you for being there. Such a long journey. But yes, now we have come to the final destination. So